Hello, loved ones. Thank you for joining me today. If you are new to this channel, welcome to the family. It is my intent in today's presentation to discuss the past cast members who appeared in the episode, discuss any new facts that were revealed about season 13 cast, compare the predictions of the panelists with our predictions, and briefly review the predictions from season 12 to see if the panelists can be trusted. If you would like to jump to a particular segment, please see the timestamps in the description box. Did you see Paige? She was the star of the show. Is something on the horizon for Paige? Also, stay tuned to find out what new piece of information that almost made me change my earlier predictions about a couple. How do you like the new panelist, Amy? Stay tuned and let's talk about it.
Welcome to Fueled by Intentions, where we talk about faith, family, finances, fitness, and fun. Sponsored by Bynum's Business Solutions, where the right fit is made simple. We specialize in tips, tools, and strategies designed to help you achieve your financial health so that you can take control of how you spend your money so that you can spend more time with your family, friends, and doing the things you love. So let's jump right into the video.
Here we go. Lifetime aired a 3-hour Married at First Sight Kickoff Special. I'm not sure if it really took all that. 3 hours appeared to be a bit much. I believe that if they're going to spend 3 hours, then they should give us things that we've never seen before. I felt like for the most part, they were showing things we'd already seen. You can rest assured that this review will be as fast as lightning. The special featured Kevin Frazier as the host and a panelist of inside experts, which included Ebony's Nicole Haynes, Variety's Angelique Jackson, and the new kid on the block, Los Angeles Times' Amy Kaufman. The behind-the-scenes special took another look at each of the 10 singles. I must say, I did miss celeb talk guy Max Fada, who I think was a panelist for season 10. I really like hearing the male perspective on things, and I believe having at least 2 men, which can include Kevin, and 2 ladies give a great balance related to perspective. Also, Amy was there instead of Us's Emily Langretta, who was a panelist for season 12. That I did enjoy watching a majority African American cast on the network. I expect to see that on something like the OWN network, but in other spaces, it's really refreshing because it's not normal. Therefore, it really stands out to me. So I really enjoyed having a majority African American cast. Let's look at the visits from past cast. First, we had Keith and Christine. It was nice to see them. They just completed a home renovation and the tables have turned where Christine is ready for children and Keith wants to wait. They said they will take some time to travel as COVID put their travel plans on pause, just as it did for the rest of the world. It was interesting to hear them talk about their role reversal of Christine being at home more during COVID. Since Keith is a part of the medical industry and had to be on the front lines, they are a really cute couple. I'm so glad they are still together, and we really appreciate Keith and his medical contribution to those affected during this pandemic. So they came on to represent Zach and Michaela. I think that was a stretch. I think that only similarities was that Christine and Michaela are both realtors, and they both had a great time at their bachelor parties. You know, they decided who they wanted to feature and then determined how to make them fit. And for the most part, none of them fit. It was like putting a square peg in a round opening. We then saw the Newlyweds, Vincent and Brianna. They just purchased their first home together. I thought their Newlywed game show was really cute. I thought the panelists asked a great question of were they uncomfortable with sharing their joy with the other couples when the other couples were struggling. Brianna said she wanted to help them problem solve when they shared with her. I think this is so common. We are hesitant to share the good things in our lives when other people may be experiencing difficulties. I think a friendship is a give and take, and we should be able to be open about our lives, even if we are in different spaces. However, we do need to be sensitive in our relationships and know the appropriate time to share. What do you think? If your friends are having a difficult time, do you share your joys and blessings? They were there to speak on Rachel and Jose, and I didn't see the connection. Now, let's move on to Beth and Jamie. Again, I don't think they are similar to Bo and Johnny, but I did agree with Beth that Bo will need to loosen up and be vulnerable. I love the poem idea. That was very cute and different, and I enjoyed both of their poems. Next, we had Paige and Hayley. Paige looked stunning. I think she has lost some weight. Not that she was big in the first place, but she looked wonderful. I love the color of her outfit. I personally believe that they're going to feature Paige on a Married at First Sight spinoff and are keeping her before us just for that. I have not heard anything, but it's possible. I know Monet Bell, who got divorced, was featured on a Lifetime spinoff called #BlackLove. It featured her and 4 of her single friends taking a 10-week workshop to define what they are looking for in a mate and what changes they could make to find love. It was good. You should watch it. I was able to catch it on the Lifetime app. Also, we do know they have Married at First Sight second chances. I won't be surprised to see her on another show. I think Lifetime feels terrible of how it played out for her. They did ask her a few questions about last season and if she thought Mercedes was really pregnant. And she said that this was a sensitive subject, but that she did not know. I heard that Chris was upset by her answer because he says he showed her documentation. It really depends on what documentation he showed her. Regardless, I thought her answer was very classy. They also asked her if she thinks Chris used the pregnancy as a ticket out, and she said yes, which most of us have that view as well. She said she had taken fate in her own hands and was now dating. I believe it was totally appropriate for her to discuss her marriage on this platform, but I hope this closed that chapter and that she doesn't need to talk about it again. We don't have to hear about it again. Let's close the book on Chris and Paige. Nothing really was new for Hayley. Her divorce is final and her and Jake agreed to be cordial. Next up was Karen and Miles. Again, there was no parallels between them and Marla and Gil. I don't remember anything new for them. They played the game where they tried to match their answers to questions asked by writing on a board. Last we had Mindy and Derek. Neither of them are dating. Derek is traveling, and I think Mindy moved out of the country. Let's move on to our couples review. First, we saw Zach and Michaela. We got a glimpse of Michaela being the life of the party. It seemed like she was having a great time. Other than that, I did not see anything new in their packet. Nicole and Amy gave this couple a thumbs up, and Angelique and Kevin gave them a thumbs down. We gave this couple a thumbs up with Amy and Nicole. Our second couple was Jose and Rachel. Well, Jose lived up to his tagline of perfectionist. I'm actually not sure if this was a new clip or if I just totally missed it last time. We heard a list of qualities that Jose wants in his wife. Classy, adventurous, fun, well put together, outgoing, sound morals, long hair, sports, gorgeous, pretty, not too fancy, simple, self-aware, ambitious, beautiful eyes, and petite. While Rachel just wants a teammate, someone to share house duties with. That was the only new clip I recognized, and it was not enough to change my earlier predictions. I actually thought most of the things he said, we all want in a partner. I believe that Rachel fits the bill for all the things he mentioned. However, I still do not think they will mesh well together. Nicole said a cautious yes. while Amy, Angelique, and Kevin gave them a thumbs down. So we gave this couple a thumbs down, just like the panel majority. The third couple we saw was Johnny and Bao. We did not learn any new information regarding Bao and Johnny. The entire panel gave the couple a thumbs up, and we also gave the couple a thumbs up. If Bao and Johnny make it, I think Married at First Sight should make a new casting standard. The experts should pick an array of couples, and only those who get 100% from an outside opinion make it to the show. We need to watch this trend. I know that last year, Vincent and Brianna received a clean sweep, and we see how that turned out. A great couple, a great match. We then see our fourth couple, Gil and Marla. We get a glimpse of Gil talking to the men and expressing that he did not want the Instagram model who is posting all day. He said he was clear with the experts about this preference. What do the experts do? Match him with the picture perfect princess who posts a lot of pictures. Things like this make me think they are more into making a show instead of lasting marriages. At least now I understand her tagline. I totally missed that in the matchmaking episode. I think the picture taking and posting will be a problem. I think since the experts know the contestants will gain followers, they should have focused on the number of posts. So if she posts daily, then they know it's going to be a problem, because the number of posts, I believe, is more important than the number of people following you. So if she posts a lot, then that's not going to be the girl for him. However, we do know that her posting schedule could increase as her followers increase. Anyway, I do think this is going to be a problem, and I don't think that they took his opinion into consideration. Out of 6,000 people, they could have found somebody who met his criteria, who was not an Instagram model, which is what he said he did not want. Another mismatch from the experts. Nicole and Angelique and Kevin gave this couple a thumbs up, and Amy was the solo thumbs down. So of course, we think Amy is a good judge of compatibility, since we gave this couple a thumbs down as well. The panelists appear to focus on the physical attraction, but I think that fades fast when you are experiencing major disappointments in other areas. Therefore, I, like Amy, believe it is a thumbs down, and this couple is not gonna make it. Last, we have Ryan and Brett. Did I miss something? This is where I gained the most insight. I thought they highlighted more things they had in common. I also thought that the items highlighted were big items that could really create a bond. They are both into physical fitness and love to work out. He wants someone who is confident, and she expressed that she is very confident in who she is right now. They both expressed a strong desire for children. It appeared that they both wanted children really soon. This was a motivating factor in me thinking maybe I called it wrong in my prediction. Also, they both were set on marriage to a Christian. For me, faith is super important. The spiritual relationship of Chris and Paige last year is how I started reviewing this show. Both Ryan and Brett appeared really sincere, as if it's a major part of who they are. I began to think, could this be the thing that holds them together? I was on the brink of changing my prediction, but we know that many diehard Christians still find their marriages ending in divorce. We see what happened to Chris and Paige. Therefore, I am going to go with my gut and keep my thumbs down prediction. Angelique and Kevin gave this couple a thumbs up, while Nicole and Amy gave a thumbs down. This was the only couple Nicole gave a thumbs down to. So we gave this couple a thumbs down, again agreeing with Amy. That was the end of the predictions. We hope that Everyone is wrong on any thumbs down predictions because we really believe in marriage and we hope that they all work out. Let's take a quick look at season 12 panel predictions. The panelists were Emily, Angelique, Nicole, and Kevin. For Vincent and Brianna, the whole panel said they would stay together, so everybody got a point. For Ryan and Claire, everyone said they would stay together except Kevin, so Emily, Angelique, and Nicole got the point. For Jacob and Hayley, everyone said they would stay together except Kevin. So for that, Kevin was the only one who received a point. For Eric and Virginia, no one except Kevin thought they would stay together. So Kevin was the only one who got a point. And for Paige and Chris, no one thought they would stay together except Kevin. So everyone got a point except Kevin. The totals were 3 across the board. So all the panelists ended up with 3 correct predictions. So I don't know what that tells us about this year. I mean, 3 out of 5, I don't know. Nobody really was impressive in their last year's predictions. Technically, Angelique won because if there is a tie, the trophy goes to the reigning champion. And in season 11, Angelique had the most predictions. So I don't know. I don't know what we think about that because she only had 3 and she didn't agree with us on many this year. So not sure how she's gonna fare with that trophy for next year. Can you believe it? Another review in the books. I can't believe they stretched out that episode for 3 hours. Although I do want longer episodes to really see how the matches are working out, this special would have been fine at 1 hour. One thing I can say, if you make it on this show, you really have income waiting for you on the other side. Through limited research, very limited, it's reported that the cast is paid $20,000 to $25,000 allegedly. I mean, I think they only film for about 3 months. If they make it, they can move to couples cam. I've also seen a few of those who have made it to spin-off shows like Monet Bell, who I mentioned earlier. I'm sure they get endorsements. They can start a new business like Greg and Deanna. I would do something to capitalize on my 5 minutes of fame if I was them. The show does give great exposure, but I digress. I really enjoyed the new young lady, Amy, not only because she matched our predictions, but she had a lot of energy and added a lot to the conversation. What did you think about this episode? Did you like the previous cast visits? Was Amy a good addition? Let's talk about it in the comments section below. Until next time, live with intention. Be intentional. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.